Thank you so much, Smix and Bundle. Very great to hear from Bundle. But I'm joined now by a person who has an actual name, TenZ. Wait, well, no, that necessarily tracks. Still a gamer name, but, you know,
Close.
We'll just roll with it. Anyway, I'm a grown man who calls himself Golden Boy, so I guess I just got to deal with this. In any case, so, guys, TenZ, congratulations, man, on a big win. You know, I know that Zelsa said coming into this, you guys just looking at it as every other win, but it has to feel good to be able to pick up this win here today, opening matchup against 100 Thieves.
Yeah, certainly. We're just making sure that we're not complacent from the Madrid win. So we went into the matches just trying to give our best effort. Obviously, practice wasn't optimal since John QT was kind of stuck in Morocco for a little bit, but luckily he was able to arrive just in time for the match. But overall, I think, obviously, not playing to our usual self, but I still think we're a really strong team.
Yeah, and you're one of the few players who's been there before, won a trophy, then kind of gone back with the hard task of having to stay on top. It didn't work out for that SEN TenZ then, but I want to ask, what did you learn from the previous edition of the roster, from being on top to then falling down and having to do it all over again? And maybe have you given any of that advice to your teammates now that you have a trophy and you're coming back into that same situation?
Yeah, I think overall it's mainly you have to stay up to date with the meta. You have to make sure you adapt. I think that's one thing that we didn't do previously on Sentinels before, and we kind of fell behind because of that. So I think adapting, making sure we're up to date, and obviously not getting complacent, like making sure we're grinding the same amount that we did before the event even, and just keeping up the hard work.
So does it feel like you guys are being successful at not being complacent and all that right now?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I want to ask about you specifically, how, like, I think in the offseason there was a lot of criticism levied your way. I want to know exactly what you feel like you've been working on the most and how that improvement path is right now in terms of your form. Because right now I think a lot of people are returning back to TenZ GOAT status sort of thing. I want to see it from your perspective. I
think the play that I'm trying to bring a lot more now, or part of me that I was trying to focus on a lot more coming up to this season, was my supportive play style. And I do think it's very important to be able to support your teams for success. And I've always kept it in my mind that good players play well themselves, but great players will always make people around them play well too.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that it goes to show. Yeah, it's actually quite a deep answer. I will give you your flowers on that one. By the way, I want to let everyone know, make sure you send your questions for TenZ. We'll go ahead and hopefully get one or two of those out there before we close things off for the day. So now, you know, you guys having won Madrid, you've felt that high, that moment. Is there really a cap? Do you feel like there's even more that this team can accomplish? Because it feels like even when the cards are stacked against you, which has happened a fair amount, you guys still find another gear, another opportunity. It's insane. I've never seen it before.
Yeah, I think definitely what we've shown so far this year is definitely a good stepping stone, but I do think that we can further keep improving, keep developing our map pool. I already think we have some really good and insane maps that we have in our back pocket that we like to rely on a lot. So I think just overall, the more we play, the more we get better, and I'm really excited just to see the future of what this
Are you having fun? Yeah.
I am having fun, yeah. I am.
That's good. That's good.
How does it differ playing in kind of a format like Kickoff, like Madrid? You played 41 out of 45 maps you possibly could, back to back to back, no time to sleep.
Almost double the second most played.
Yeah, in Americas. How does that differ from now, week by week, one match, week off, you play again? How does the preparation, how does the approach of the team change now that you're in, honestly, a very different style for this Sentinels?
Yeah, I think the kickoff format was actually pretty good for us because it was the start off of the season, start of a brand new team for us, and just being able to play so many matches made sure that we were able to kind of find a form and continue it onward.
Do you think that your team would have been able to win Masters if you didn't have to play all those games?
It's kind of hard to say. I do think that losing is a very important part of learning and improving. So I do think that taking some L's and being able to be in the lower bracket, playing more matches and experiencing more map losses kind of made us improve more as a team.
Yeah, I wanted to know, because obviously you guys have played the most, just an assessment of how the level was at Madrid without Fnatic, without some of the other top hitters, DRX, those sort of teams. And obviously in the future, we're going to have a lot more teams at these international events. What was the level like? Do you think it was actually at the top of the top? Is it going to have to be a lot better for you guys going into next Masters, Champions, that sort of things, if you can make it there? Or?
Yeah. I definitely think the best teams qualify for the international tournaments, and I do think the path to the Madrid win was not easy for us, playing EMEA number 2, number 1 seed, then having to play Loud again, playing Gen G twice, APAC's number 1 seed, and then playing Paper X, number 2 seed of APAC. So it was definitely not an easy road to success.
Yeah, I can feel that because that was a journey that you guys went through. But you got to do something pretty cool today. We got a Twitch chat question from a Kitty Catty Yumi. Sorry if I butchered your name. I apologize profusely. How does it feel to walk on stage with the trophy in hand? That was pretty cool.
That's a good question.
Yeah, it's kind of heavy, so.
Okay, so we got to work on those arms, buddy.
I think I need to hit the gym or something. Jordan's been telling me something about that, so I think that's what has to happen.
I like that. Okay, hit up the gym with him. I think it'll work out for you guys. Okay, well, folks, we're going to be back here tomorrow with our last match of week 1, and it's going to be one whole matchup. That's right, because we're closing things out with Crew taking on Furia. That is going to be our last match of the week. And, oh, did we not get the graphic out? You hate to see it, kids. Well, it's perfectly fine. In any case, so, folks, that's going to do it for us here today. Got the buzzer. That works out perfectly fine. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to TenZ. Appreciate you, brother. And congratulations on the win. Looking forward to the rest of the season. We'll, of course, catch you right here tomorrow for one match. Furia Crew. We'll see you then.
Thank you.